Hey, I'm Ansley. I'm out in the Germain Robin aging cellar, and this is the Germain Robin Pear de Pear, which we've been out of for about 18 months because we just weren't happy with our attempts to, get it right. But this is July of 2015. We now have it again, and this guy's got a story behind it. We distilled pears on and off all the time. We used some of it in a little bit of it in the apple brandy, and we had a product called Creme de Poet. The local pears are really good. I mean, the Lake and Mendocino County Bartletts are among the best pears grown in the country. That's the pear William back in Europe that you see eau de vie made out of. But it doesn't age well. It's just it doesn't develop the sort of like volume and length that we like in our brandies. So we were always looking for something to do with these beautiful things, and we remembered that back in the early 80s, Remy Martin had a fancy, huge cognac distillery down at the south end of the Napa Valley. They were trying to make an American brandy, sort of like Germain Robin, except they didn't do as good a job. And they eventually spent about $55 million and sold it for peanuts to a winery, including this aging cellar that had 200,000 cases of brandy in it. It was kind of a fluke. But anyway, one of their guys that was working there named Rick Estes created this product. And they called it Pear de Pear, and it was a pear liqueur. In other words, they would make pear brandy and then infuse it with a little bit of sugar. And every year they sold more of it in their tasting room than they did of their brandies. It's a fabulous product, okay? So we called Rick Estes up and met with him, and he was kind enough to share the recipe with us, how to make it, and we started making it. And what you get is, I've never poured this for anybody who didn't think it was just absolutely one of the best things they ever tasted. Just, that's why they sold, they used to do 1,000 cases a year out of their tasting room, or Remy Martin did. And you get this very sort of like, this is mostly Bartlett's, but I believe there's some couple of other variety, Comis I think is in here. You get this very rich pear overtone. It's been aged a little bit, and then you just put just enough invert sugar in it to sort of like sweeten it up. It's got really beautiful length, and I mean there's some correlation between what we do in pears that shows up really perfectly in this in the Pear de Pear.